In this episode, I'm going to share with you 4 powerful insurance principles that, if you align yourself with them, can earn you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars or more in savings and benefits over your lifetime. These principles aren't just about insurance. They're about building a community, protecting your future, and thriving financially. Now, anytime we talk about insurance, what we're actually talking about is community savings managed by an insurance company. Savings that is typically used to protect community members against random, infrequent, and unpredictable events that can cause significant financial hardship. This includes things like cancer, major accidents, your house burns down, or the breadwinner of the household passes away unexpectedly. As we stated in previous episodes, the foundational principle of insurance is to love your neighbor as you would love yourself. What's important about this statement is that you have to love yourself first. When it comes to insurance, you have to first be willing to save and make that investment in your physical and financial well-being. That way, if something unexpected happens, you have a community of people who can help you financially weather that storm. And as a member of that community, you also agree that if nothing happens to you, your money you placed in the community fund can go to help somebody else who is less fortunate. I think that's beautiful. Love your neighbor as you would love yourself. Now, to make insurance fair to everyone in the community, insurance follows the golden rule, which is our second principle. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In insurance, we call this a policy. It's a set of rules that the community agrees to and the insurance company enforces. What's really important to know about the golden rule is that it can work for you and against you. It's a double-edged sword that can cut both ways. So if you want to be physically and financially protected by a community for everything under the sun, you also have to pay enough premium into the community savings to protect everyone else for everything under the sun. Which brings me to my third principle. You have to be very careful about the community that you choose to align yourself with, because not all communities are created equal, just like not all insurance is created equal. For instance, most health insurance in America uses a community rating instead of experience rating. This means that premiums are based on the community's health and lifestyle instead of the individual's health and lifestyle. So on a community-rated plan, everyone in the community pays the same amount regardless of their health status. This means you could do everything right. You could be the healthiest person on the planet. But if you align yourself with a community of unhealthy and irresponsible people, you'll start paying towards their poor health and lifestyle day one. And since healthcare and insurance is so expensive in America, there's a pretty good chance it's costing you a fortune, especially if you want to be covered for everything under the sun. Alternatively, you could instead seek insurance in communities that financially reward your good health and lifestyle, where you pay pennies on the dollar for protection. This brings me to principle number 4. I hear people say all the time, "That'll never happen to me." And my response is always the same. You're probably right, at least in the near future. But Murphy's Law tells us even the most unlikely events, given enough time and opportunity, become highly likely. This is literally why insurance can exist. For instance, let's say you're healthy, and there's only a 2.5% chance of needing your health insurance this year. At 2.5%, most people would agree that you're highly unlikely to need your insurance. But over 10 years, that 2.5% turns into 25%. And if you're married over those 10 years, you now have a 50% chance that you or your spouse will need insurance. And if you have 2 kids during that time, you're at a 100% statistical chance of needing insurance and the support of that community. See, I tell people all the time, life is like walking on a tightrope. We all fall at some point. In fact, there's a pretty good chance you'll fall multiple times throughout your life. The question is, did you build the net? Did you put the right community in place to catch you when you fall? The reality is, if you utilize insurance the right way, it can help you grow and protect a fortune. If you don't, it can cost you a fortune. It can even cost you your life. By aligning with the right principles, the right community, and the right strategies, you're not just protecting yourself, you're contributing to something bigger, a system built on trust, fairness, and mutual support. If you want to learn how to apply these principles to maximize your insurance protections, our coaches are here to help. Visit communitymovementpodcast.com to connect with us. And with that, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about how small changes to your health and lifestyle can save you a fortune. It's an episode you won't want to miss.